Time for another episode of Pottawattamie County Routes. Hi, I'm Todd Studer. Coming up today, we are going to talk with our good friend Cindy Schmader from ServiceMaster Restore by Schmader. And our conversation today, well, if it gives you the willies, I apologize for that. But it's a conversation largely about bed bugs and about what you can do about them, who you need to call should you get them, and also kind of just laying the misnomer aside that, well, you get bed bugs if you're not clean. That's not true. It's not true at all. You can get them just being a germaphobe and having your house completely spotless, and that is not going to make you immune to them. So if you've ever wanted to know anything about bed bugs, and I know that everyone does, right? Well, that is today's topic. And of course, Cindy Schmader is back in with ServiceMaster Restore by Schmader. Coming up in about a week and a half, the rodeo is coming to Council Bluffs at the Mid-America Center, so make plans to attend March 20th and 21st. Doors open at 6:30, kickoff at 7:30 with the rodeo both nights, and local competitors will be there. Joe Bush is going to be there from Neola doing steer wrestling. Had an opportunity to interview Joe and his dad Bill a few weeks ago. Fascinating conversation. Go back and catch that show. And also take the kids on Friday night on the 20th because they get in free with a paid adult admission. Children under 12, all it takes is one of those small $20 tickets with an adult. Your kid gets in for free. So grab yours at councilbluffsprcarodeo.com. Are you looking to grow your business and bring new jobs and investments to Southwest Iowa? Advance Southwest Iowa is the economic development organization for all of Pottawattamie County. Advance connects entrepreneurs, innovators, and established companies with resources, incentives, and strategic support to launch, expand, and thrive right here in our region, from site development to small business programs and community partnerships. Advance Southwest Iowa helps build a strong local economy. Visit advancesouthwestiowa.com to learn more and to get involved. Back into the studios on Willow, this is Cindy Schmader with ServiceMaster Restore by Schmader. Good to see you again.
I know.
And as we are recording this, we're getting another one of those fake early springs.
I know it's killing me. It's killing me. That and the moving your clocks ahead. I'm just
that too. That I'm still waiting until we can stop with the craziness. I heard that Canada has they moved it ahead,
stopped it?
And then they're done.
So like they're the same time we are now.
They are, well, depending on what time zone it is.
Yeah,
but yes,
true.
they're they went ahead for the moving the clocks forward.
I want that.
The daylight saving time,
we need to
which. Yeah, there's a lot of arguing going on right now about saving versus savings. Everybody says daylight savings time, and apparently it's just saving time.
Did not know that.
So
did not know that.
now we can all sleep a little better because we've been corrected online.
Correct. No kidding. That's awesome.
How's everything going over at ServiceMaster? You've been busy.
We have been busy. Yeah, we have got a fire that we're working on, so we've got content, structure, that kind of stuff. We've got a couple water losses that we're doing a hoarding job. I'm looking at a bed bug job later this afternoon, and then I've got another cleanup, if you will, job. I'm going to call it a clean job. So
I know you have talked about bed bugs before, and is it still really prevalent?
It is. You know what? And the unfortunate part about the bed bugs, I think everybody is just wants to just brush it under the table. It is not one of those. We brush it under the table, it's going to get 10 times worse, and that's what's happened. But yes, it is. We get calls, at least 1 or 2 calls a week. I've got bed bugs, or I think I have bed bugs. Can you come look? Well, I'm not an insect guy or whatever,
right.
But I know what bed bugs look like. So, but yeah, we've got a lot of calls for them, and it's. I mean, unfortunately, I would classify it as maybe an epidemic at this point because we have so many places in Council Bluffs that have them. Some are being treated. Some of the people are doing what they need to do, and others are just it'll go away.
It doesn't go away?
It doesn't go away.
I've never had them knock on as wooden a table as this is. I wouldn't know what to do. If it did happen.
Yeah. Well, and some of it is too. So you need to treat them, but before you treat them, you have to prep. So there's the prep work that has to be done. Furniture has to be moved away from the walls. Things have to be vacuumed, wiped down. Sometimes people just have a little bit too much stuff. So some of the stuff we will pack up or put in totes. Winter is the best. If we could get a winter where it was freezing, we could put them in. And we've done this before in the past. We've taken, put stuff in totes and set it outside on people's decks, like in the back of their houses or maybe in the back of their yard. We'll just set it out there and they actually freeze. You have to leave them out there for about 48 hours, but they will actually freeze. So that's great.
How cold does it have to be? Just
Yeah,
below freezing?
Just below freezing. Just below freezing. You leave them out there for a couple of days. And then there's a heat treatment. So that's also good. You just bring in the heat units. We don't personally do the heat unit. We hire that out done. And the guy that does it is amazing. They have dogs that they bring in. They're like the cadaver dogs. You know how they find people? Well, these dogs come in and they find the bed bugs, which is super cool. Yeah. Apparently they have their own scent, which is...
Bed bugs have a scent.
They have a scent, yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I know.
I had no clue.
Learned something new today. Yeah, they have a scent. And so the dogs find them. And so like we had a house in Carter Lake that we went through and completely prepped. And then they come in, bring the dogs, come in, and they're like, oh, did you do this closet? And I'm like, oh, I think we did the closet. We didn't. We missed the closet. So it found the bed bugs that we had missed in the closet. So we quickly did that, and then they did their treatment, and that the heat usually works for quite a while. The thing about bed bugs too is they you can't, like if you're spraying for them, if you're using a pest control company, if they use the same thing over and over again, they can adapt to that and live through it. So you have to use different types of things. So we use heat, we use cold, we use bed bugs. Yeah, bed bugs are just they're bed bugs.
I'm feeling very informed and a little creeped out all at the same time here.
I have several friends that are just like, don't talk about it in front of me. So,
is this more common in, say, apartment buildings where it can get around easier, or are you seeing it in individual homes?
We're seeing it in homes too. Yeah. So I mean, there are some apartment buildings that are pretty prevalent that have them, but we're seeing it in homes. But the thing about bed bugs, and I had a lady here a couple weeks ago, she goes, it doesn't mean I'm dirty. It does not. It does not mean you're dirty. You could have gone and I'm going to creep people out even worse here. Go to the grocery store. You walk by somebody that has one on them. They jump on you. You take it home. You don't know it. So there's that. You can go other places, restaurants, movie theaters. You know, you could pick one up from you and I could be sitting across from each other and pick one up.
You have been in a lot of these homes recently, and now I'm sitting next to you. I know how careful you are.
Yeah. I typically go at the end of the day so that I go home and do my little regimen of how I get rid of them and stuff. So literally what I will do is just take my clothes and throw them right into the washing machine, super hot water, gets rid of them.
That gets rid of them.
Yep. Wash them in hot water.
How do people know? I mean, to my knowledge, I've never had them.
Right.
So what are some of the warning signs? I mean, are they easy to see?
No, that's just it. They're not easy to see. Some of the adult ones are easy to see, but the smaller ones, they're really hard to see. Some of the signs are like, have you ever been outside in the spring or summer and you get we call them chigger bites?
Yeah.
If you get some of those in the winter on you, they're probably not chiggers. They're probably bed bugs. I had one had crawled up my sleeve and bit me just 4 or 5 times as it's going, just bit me. Of course, when I took my shirt off, I found it. But it was just how it just kind of took 4 or 5 steps and bit and 4 or 5 steps and bit and got what it needed. So it's kind of creepy how they work, but bites that you would not, or bumps, like sometimes like one gal had a bunch of bumps around her neck. And they were like, oh, it's heat rash. And I'm like, I looked at it. I'm like, that's not heat rash. He said, so we found them. But she had a pillow, like an airplane pillow that she would put around her neck to sleep because she sat up in a chair and slept. And they were in the pillow. So weird.
Oh, okay. Well.
Sorry. Where are we going to go now?
I think maybe we need to talk about your favorite restaurant or something because
right. Oh my gosh.
This is just one of the services though that you do, and I did want to ask you because you said that you were working on a fire, that there had been a fire in Omaha.
Yes.
And so you came in. How often, when you're in talking to a family, do you hear from them thinking that this is not going to be something that they can save, but yet you are able to bring it back for them?
Yeah. And a lot of times it's a concern that they have, and the unfortunate part is that somebody will have a fire, and then we talk to them, and then they'll go talk to a friend, or they'll talk to a coworker or somebody else, and then they give them all this information. And sometimes it's correct, sometimes it's not. I always tell people, listen to the professionals, don't listen to your friends. And if they haven't had a fire, they probably
Right.
And don't chat GPT it. It's please don't do that. Don't Google it. Please don't do that as well. But there are a lot of things, especially now with the new like plastics that they have, and the some of the different materials and stuff. It's changed over the years. There were a lot of things in the past that we couldn't save that we can save now in methods that we use. There's also kind of the reverse. There's some things that we used to be able to save in the past that now we look at it and we go, we can't save that. So, and it's all depends too on relationship, right? So if like the one we have now, it's a kitchen fire, basically everything in the kitchen was just gone, like absolutely everything. The adjuster was amazing. He paid them for their dishes and, just everything. And then some of it is more cost effective to buy than for us to clean, like a toaster. If a toaster's in a fire, I don't know about you, but I'm not putting my bread in it and not eating it because I can't get down inside there and I can't guarantee you that I can get it clean. But you can go to Walmart and buy a toaster for $8, $10, $12, right? So it's more cost effective and it's safer for you. So that's some of the stuff too that, people will say, well, they can clean that, or we're going to clean that. I've had companies say, well, we're going to clean those. Yeah. No, I won't do it.
Well, it's sometimes I think, and I know that you don't fall into this philosophy, and because you actually have some integrity. But there are companies that, well, if the insurance company's paying for it,
Absolutely.
so why wouldn't we do it? And
Absolutely.
we're going to charge $80 to save a $12 toaster.
Right. That and that's some of it too. And I talk about that with homeowners a lot. So they have this couple here. They have TVs that were relatively close proximity to the fire, and they're flat screens. Those are really hard to get clean. They're really So you know what? I talked to the adjuster. I'm like, what do you think? And that's a lot of it too. If you have a relationship with the adjuster where you can actually call him up and say, look, I just don't think these are cost effective to clean. Let's just put it on the inventory list. Most of the time they're going to do that, especially the smaller TVs. You can get one at Christmas time for what, $30, $40? I'm going to charge you probably $45 or $50 to clean it. I mean, it's just not, for me, I would rather see you get new than for me to get the money. And there's a line.
That brings up business questions for me then, with you doing it this way. To me, you are now furthering a relationship with the adjuster that he or she knows that, all right, Cindy is going to do what is best for everyone involved here,
Right.
and not just try to make the most money.
Right. Yeah, I mean, my pocketbook is I like that, but at the same time, it's not at the expense of everybody else. That's not, when we got in this business, we got into it to help people. And in my opinion, doing that, just like boxing everything up and taking everything that's not helping people. Years ago, we had a fire. We got called in on a fire down in Glenwood. Really nice home, very big home. The company that came in literally just brought in temps that really didn't know what they were doing, and they just packed everything up and they labeled it all. And the gal came in and she was like, she had stopped them kind of mid, they had their trailers loaded, and she made them unload everything out into her garage. And so we got called in to go in and actually just go inspect and see what can really be cleaned and what can't. So here's an example: paper plates, styrofoam cups, napkins, things like that. I can't clean those.
Yeah.
But they had them all packed up. They were going to take them back to their shop. Now, I don't think they were going to clean them. I don't think that was the reason behind it. I think theirs was just, let's get the house empty so we can move forward with the rebuild or the clean. I think that's probably what they were thinking. But as an homeowner, if you walked in and saw that, wouldn't you be like, I don't want those back?
Yeah.
How are you going to clean those? Like that's when she just started. She had a little panic attack and said, if you were going to clean those, try to clean those. I just don't want you guys. Like, you just need to unload my stuff and leave. So, and it took a lot of convincing for me to get in there and to prove to her that I'm not just here for the check. I'm here for you, and I'm here to do what's best for you, and I'm here to do what's best for us. And, and there's liability on my part too. So if I take something and try to clean it, give it back to you, and it smells, that's huge. So,
well, it's I say this a lot anytime that you and I sit down and talk, that there's a reason why I connect with you on a business level the way that I do is because we have similar philosophies that it has to make sense for the client before it makes sense for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And because if it doesn't, then that's just a bad referral waiting to happen.
Right.
And those are hard to overcome.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it takes a lot of good referrals to overcome one bad one.
Yeah, it does. You know, and we've had them. I mean, everybody has them. You know, you just try to do what's right. And I tell you what I do. I have a guy that it's been years ago. We had a water loss with him, and he went out of town. He's like, I'm going to trust you the key to my house. And I said, by the time you get back, we're going to be all done. It'll have it rebuilt and the whole bit. We did have it all rebuilt. The morning that he flew in, we went to go do the carpet cleaning because we want to do that last, right? And the line on our hose broke, and we flooded his house again.
Wow.
But, and I mean, as I laughed today, and back then I was not laughing, but we went and we cleaned it up, and I got a hold of him before he got home and said, I will be there waiting for you. This is what happened. And he's like, oh my gosh, are you kidding? I said, we were literally done. Like, we were literally done. So that took a little bit of money out of our pocket to fix. But you know what? It was on us. So we fixed it. And I actually, after that, when people would ask me for referrals, his name was one of the names that I would give out because he was so thankful that we did the first one. We screwed up, but we came back and we fixed it. And he was like the best referral source that I had for like ever in a day.
It's not about it. Do you ever have problems in avoiding any problems whatsoever? It's not about that.
How do you handle them?
How do you recover from it?
How do you handle it?
Yeah, it's as a sports analogy, it's what separates professional golfers from the hackers like me. When I get in trouble, I stay in trouble. When the pros get in trouble, they fix it right away.
They fix it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Cindy, thank you so much for your support for everything that it is that we do here.
Oh, you're welcome.
And we are very grateful to have you be a part of this. And also, you know, if we can help spread the word just a little bit about what it is that you do, because we need more business people like you out in the world. Thank you so much for that.
Say a little plug here. So we, believe it or not, in Council Bluffs, we have what we call a bed bug committee. Okay. And it's I'm on there. There's people at the hospitals, Connections. Some of the gals at Connections are on there. There is, if you have an issue with bed bugs, you can call Connections, you can call us, you can call the hospital. We can get you, there's a survey that you can fill out. You don't have to put your name on it if you don't want to, but then somebody can come out and we can help you out and try to address the issue. We would love to be able to get rid of them, but I know that's not going to happen. So, but if we can just keep them, minimize the damage, I guess is a good word.
Yeah. So if you have them or you think you have them, get a hold of somebody.
Yeah, get a hold of one of us. So yeah, if we can help take care of you.
Perfect.
So,
all right, Cindy Schmader, ServiceMaster Restore by Schmader. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, so am I. You guys are growing. This is amazing. I know Kyle looked a little stressed this morning, but I was a little stressed. So I think we were, like this is.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, but a lot going on is good.
Also true.
Also very good.
Very true.
Good.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you, Todd. Appreciate it.
Primrose Retirement Community, located in Council Bluffs, believes home should be a place of comfort, connection, and care. That's why Primrose offers personalized support to engaging daily activities and everything they do designed to help residents live fully and confidently. At Primrose, that's their priority. Put the quality of the residents' care and daily needs at the top of their list each day and every day. It's not about where you live. It's about how you live. Learn more at primroseretirement.com and then contact Jamie Bush at Primrose. Discover a place that truly puts people first. And in the heart of Walnut, Frosting Inc. is your destination for gourmet cupcakes, cookies, artisan baked goods made with care and creativity. And they've been delighting customers. All you have to do is just step into the storefront and you're going to find all sorts of items, including small batch candles, homemade jams, local honey, tallow-based skincare, and artisan snack mixes. Frosting Inc., more than a bakery. It's a celebration of quality and community. That's going to wrap up today's show. Thanks again, Cindy Schmader, for creeping me out this morning. Well, it's an important conversation. We need to talk about these things. And Cindy she's on the front lines, keeping everybody safe and helping folks get their lives back to normal. And we thank her for that. That's going to wrap up today's show. My name's Todd Studer. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.